Hello, everybody. Danny Shea on a Tuesday. I think it's Tuesday. Oh my God. Okay. First off, a little business. So I guess I made it to the big time because somebody stole my little Sun Card logo and is posting replies in the comment section to text me at, I don't know, I didn't click on it. And I imagine that they'll be asking you for money. So just know that, number one, I don't give out my phone number online. I will never ask you for money. You know, and then that word never comes up, and there's always something that will, prove me wrong. You can never say never because it'll happen. And so I'm thinking, if I need another Lamborghini, yes, I'm going to text you all and ask you for money. However, there's a couple of things that will definitely show that it's fake. If they say, hey, this is Bathroom Danny, I need a new Lamborghini. No. Bathtub? No. Bathrobe? Yeah, I need a new Lamborghini. But I don't need a new Lamborghini yet. Ever. Okay, so just be aware. And it goes back to, I mean, we're all sensitive enough to what's going on in this world. So if it doesn't seem like it's coming from me, it probably isn't. I'm not, anyway, there it is. So let's take a look at some things going on in the world today. And thank you all for not clicking. I hope nobody got hooked up in it. Let's look at, so there's a couple of things going on. I mean, I don't even want to read on Mr. Pumpkinhead, so I'm not. Maybe I may, because I still want to see something happen to him. I was watching Glenn Kirshner and I go, dude, you need to change your intro. I called him dude again. He goes, because justice matters. Well, if it matters, when the hell's it coming? So it is coming. It is coming. Oh my God. You look at some of the things that are just coming down for that guy. Wow. But anyway, don't want to look at that. Let's look in. I like Hawaii. I like to go there. I like to swim in the warm waters, listen to whale songs, and you can swim next to volcano vents. Not that I would want to because they're really hot. But, so I went to look at the volcano Mauna Loa. And so you get a lot of conflicting information, which is weird. It's a volcano. How can there be conflicting information on a volcano? It's not politics. But yeah, so it said on the USGS site that it was the largest volcano in the world. I went, really? Well, what about Yellowstone? That's bigger, isn't it? It's a huge caldera. So I did, went on, started looking at that, and it's the largest active volcano in the world. Now, is it the tallest? No, So words matter. So the last time it erupted was 1984. So I was thinking, let's take a look at 1984. What happened in 1984? Was there any earthquakes associated with that? I think there was one in Mexico City. There was one in the Central Coast of California. Near Morgan Hill. Which was near Diablo Mountain. Didn't I just read on Diablo nuclear power plant? I'm like, So let's look at that. Are there going to be any volcanoes? Any earthquakes from this volcano? Just 3 cards. Let's just see that. Any earthquakes in California? Nothing that's gonna like bring buildings down because I didn't see anything. I have the Knight of Swords, the 3 of Wands, and Strength. Did I say 3 of Wands? Queen of Wands. So this Knight of Swords energy to me feels like there's going to be some kind of activity, but with the Queen of Wands and Strength, I think we're going to manage this. This isn't like complete loss. There's no loss of Pentacles. There's no Tower. So it feels like just a little shake and bake, nothing much, if that. But again, when we're talking about this, it's always super important to be prepared. And maybe that's what that Queen of Wands is talking about in the Strength card, is being prepared. So the Queen of Wands is passionate. She's looking forward. So don't think that it's not going to happen, because it will happen one day. And I looked at 1984 and George Orwell's book came up. Scary premise. I've read that book, a long time ago. And it looks like it's playing out today. So maybe it's worth a revisit. I don't know. I saw another thing with Joe Biden. He was meeting with Congress, the congressional leaders. So there was Mitch and Schumer and Nancy and I can't even remember his name. That's how important he is. Keven McCarthy. What an S show that's going to be in the next 2 years with him, if he even gets in. And then there was a congressman who passed. I don't have his name. Democrat from West Virginia, I think. So anyway, there's going to be people who are going to be leaving Congress one way or another. So let's just look at Joe Biden and his agenda for the next, I guess, 2 months. The lame duck, as they call it. Why would they put that on a duck? Okay. Joe Biden, how is your agenda going to go in this lame duck? 6 cards. How is your agenda? The energy behind it. Working at it. He's got a plan. He's presenting it. It's being challenged by the King of Swords. He's got a lot of people that at the base, marinating, percolating, stewing. Three of Swords. It's not all going to be rosy. In the past, as it relates, is the Queen of Cups. There's something. 10 of Pentacles and the 7 of Wands. Okay, let me drop this down so y'all can see. There it is. Come on. There we go. So, the 3 of Wands, the 3 of Pentacles, he's got the plan. The King of Swords, there is going to be some challenges to this. Whatever he's got going, some leader is going to, whether it is McConnell or the other guy, I can't remember his name. He's so important. Oh, why can't McCarthy is going to create heartache. But there's this Queen, Nancy, Queen of Cups that's behind, that is going to help, something to do with family. Is this the Gay Marriage Act? I think so. And Joe Biden will be defending himself with this 7 of Wands a little bit. He's going to get some things done. But it is going to be a little bit of a battle to get things done. But that family card up here, I think that is the one that is going to pass the easiest. And it seems to have the most support behind it with the Republicans and Democrats. So, okay, so let's just take a look at same-sex marriage right off the bat. Let's do, is that going to pass? Is that going to become law in this lame duck session? Really? No. Judgment, justice, Ace of Pentacles, potential near future. Let's take a look. This is so, maybe I should use another deck. Did I get a defective deck? Oh my gosh. So there's a lot of worry about it. People are being stabbed in the back, the 10 of Swords, but you have the Bird of Paradise coming up. And here you have Judgment with Justice, Ace of Pentacles, and the 7 of Pentacles. If it doesn't get passed, so many people are going to be stabbed in the back. So many families are going to be stabbed in the back. So there is a judgment all around this. Justice is in the past that's bringing us forward to a new way of looking at this. This, to me, at the top of the reading is so good because it's saying yes. This says yes, we're rising up to a better way. This is just like, oh, this worry. It's like, what if it doesn't pass? Then we're going to be just stabbed in the back. Our families are. But with this card here, this is a review card. This is attending to it. So, okay. This is the worry of today. If it doesn't, this is making sure it passes. And let's just put some clarifiers on this card, because I think it will pass. I think they're going to look at all of this, look at all of these families that are going to lose health care. are going to lose. I mean, I just don't get. I just don't get how you can take it away. But that's just me. Talk to me about the Seven of Pentacles. They're tending to this. They're tending to their garden. They're making sure that it's in this deck versus my other Seven of Pentacles deck with the Los Scaribo. This deck, all the pentacles are good. Everything is growing and healthy. And so that's why I feel like this is a positive outcome versus the other one. There was only one pentacle that was golden. All the others were brown and falling off the plant. Clarify this Seven of Pentacles. Whoa. Okay, that flew out. Thank you. New emotional start. Their fears are going to be, oh, geez. New emotional start, shining light on something and being stabbed in the back. 2 Ten of Swords with this. Is something going to happen that they are not going to get all of the protections that they need with this 10 of Swords? Or is this just going back to they're going to shine the light on how bad it's going to be if they take away these protections? I think something new is happening. I think they're coming up with a new plan. It's going to pass. New emotional start. So, okay, let's look at this rail strike. That's now I read on this before, and I didn't see that there was going to be a rail strike, and then I thought Biden fixed. Sorry, I should have warned you. I should have. Biden was gonna. I think he got involved somehow and talked to the conductor of his Amtrak train going to Delaware. Does he still take the train? Do they let him? I know Secret Service, you can't drive. So when he's back in his hometown, does he get to drive his Corvette? And if he's not driving his Corvette, do you think I could? Should I trade? No, I shouldn't. I was going to say my Lamborghinis for a Corvette. I saw Nicolas Cage's, just another squirrel moment. I saw Nicolas Cage's car collection, and I think he had to get rid of a lot of it. But these guys, these car collections, wow. He had this really old Lamborghini, and it was all rounded. It looked like an Aston Martin. It looked like a, it did not look like a Lamborghini. I went, wow, that is one cool looking car. Okay, end of the squirrel moment. Rail strike. And isn't it great? Gas prices coming down, oil's coming down. That was set, and nobody's talking about, oh gee, it all went up right before the midterms, and now it's falling after the midterms. Let me think. Any correlation? I guess I wasn't done with the squirrel moment. Here we go. Rail strike. Is there going to be a rail strike in the US? Three of Wands. Are they watching the trucks come in? trucks go out. Crossed by the addiction card. Wheel of Fortune, Knight of Pentacles, money, Four Wands, celebration. I'm going to keep going with this because I got this in the potential near future. And let me just drop this down again so you guys can see that. So it's reported that Joe Biden's going to go to Congress and trying to get something done to help with this rail strike. But the addiction, and at first I said, this is not my Pumpkinhead card. A lot of times it is because of the addiction that people have. But this is the addiction that people have to not working together, not wanting to see America succeed, just wanting to see their own party succeed. But as we're marinating, stewing, simmering in this wheel of fortune, this wheel as things wheel, you can't slow up the rails because we have so much goods and services traveling on that. We have the Knight of Pentacles, which is a slow moving knight, he's probably on this train. So there may be some delays, but there is a celebration, but it is going to cause us some worry. So let me just keep going with this. Drop it down a little bit more. Internally, we have the World. It's going to be some kind of completion. Joe Biden, King of Cups, he's getting involved. Hopes and fears are that that we're going to get out of this moon energy of being unsure of what's going on. And the final outcome, ooh, Tower. Wow. Ooh, what? We have the Tower card, things just falling apart to start something new. And this Tower card is like a little bit of a destructive energy so that you can start something new. But you got to go through that Tower moment. And then you have the Fool right behind it. With the Empress, another beginning card. So with this spread, it looks like this worry is going to play out because of this addiction that we can't work together. It's going to create a Tower moment that will bring something new together. Watch for something to happen in Congress. It's going to kind of shake them up a little bit. Because it's all about the money, honey. And as I was, shuffling and thinking about that Tower moment, I think it's the businesses that are saying, quit jacking around. And it's the workers who are striking, and I should have, and I didn't, and I should have. So I apologize to all those rail workers out there. But it feels like their needs are not being met, and that something's going to happen that is going to reverse that strike, and they're going to, I think, get what they want, or a lot of it, because that's what that Fool card is, starting on a new journey. And then you have the Empress. So, and you have family money coming in. So I think it's going to look like it's dead, and then something's going to happen, and we're going to avert it, or it's going to be short-lived. All right, let's take a look at the Electoral Count Act. This is something that Biden wants to get done before the during the lame duck session. The Electoral Count Act. Walking away from sorrow to find oneself. Nine of Swords again. I'm gonna have to switch decks. I'm gonna just look at a different Nine of Swords, because I keep pulling that up, although it is beautiful. I'm not saying it's okay. Strength card. This could pass. Walking away from sorrow to find oneself. Worried about the future of our country. Coming together and passing something with strength. Clearly, it should be passed. Just pull on this strength card. Get some clarity on this strength. Is this going to pass? Is this going to become law with this strength card? Celebration. Is this going to pass? We have the Three of Wands. This is, again, watching our ships come in or watching them go out. If we don't pass this, are we watching our history float away? We have the Four of Wands. It's a celebration. Something good is going to happen. And we have the Ten of Pentacles. And this Ten of Pentacles is a Republican card for me. So I think the Republicans, I think we might be surprised. Oh, I would love it if we're surprised in a good way. I don't want to be surprised in a bad way anymore. All right, let's look one more thing. Ban on assault rifles. Ban on assault rifles. So Clinton had a ban. Clinton administration had a ban on them. Bush reversed that. And here we are again. So the House of Representatives has passed an assault rifle ban. And the Senate needs 60 votes. So we got to get 10 Republicans to go along with it. And we're not getting rid of them all because we got too many on the streets as it is. I was reading something with somebody that was saying, I mean, we have classifications for driver's licenses. You know, you can drive a car, but then if you're going to drive a motorcycle, you need a motorcycle license. If you're going to drive a truck, you need a truck license. So why can't we have different licenses, different requirements for people who own these weapons? Mothers Against Drunk Drivers say a car being operated under the influence is a lethal weapon. I don't know if that ever passed or whatever, but it is. That's the definition, but the reality is it. All right. Assault weapons ban. Is that going to pass? Is that going to become law during this lame duck session? Is Joe Biden going to sign that into law? I'm imagining him doing it. I just want it to happen so bad. Probably just to piss off my Republican hillbilly brother. That's why. No, kidding. Here we go. Assault weapons ban, pass. Joe Biden sign it. King of Cups. Knight of Swords. Charging against the wind. And look at that. That's in DC. That's cherry blossom time. Five of Swords, winning at any cost. Who is this winning at any cost? Is that Joe Biden? Somebody has taken all the swords. They left two on the ground, but he's got three. I don't know. Am I just being overly optimistic? Five of Swords. Is Joe Biden going to sign this? I'm getting a yes. Eight of Wands, fast. Page of Wands. High Priestess. So 3 clarifications on the Five of Swords. And I got the Eight of Wands, things happening fast. I got the Page of Wands, which is some new energy that's coming in. That is maybe not really fully developed. Maybe they're going to come up with another bill, another way to look at this. And then we have the High Priestess, which is, she's not really telling us. It does stand a good chance. All right. So, where are we? 37 minutes, I think. Am I still recording? Yes, I am. Okay, let's just look at next Congress, the next House of Republicans. And let's look at it. How are they going to deal? How are they going to work with the Senate? And how are they going to work with Joe Biden? I'm going to do 3 cards, the Senate and the House, and then one in the middle to see how they're going to work. So I'm going to do the Senate up at top. Senate, how is the Senate going to work? It's next Sorry, I should have warned you. New emotional start. 10 of Cups, celebration, happy. I think this is where they are now. And now they have the 7 of Pentacles. A lot of work ahead. They're going to get some things passed, not everything passed. This is the House of Representatives. Cards are wanting to fly out. King of Swords, the Sun, Temperance. So they're going to be a little hardcore. But these 2 cards throw me. And how are they working together? The card for the center. King of Wands. So to me, this King of Wands is to me, he kind of blends the King of Swords and the King of Cups together. So it feels like there's going to be a lot of give and take with this King of Wands. But I'm not seeing the Republicans taking over. I think there's going to be a lot of blistering talk, a lot of saber rattling. I'm not sure that they're going to be as dysfunctional as they should be, as I imagine they're going to be. I think they're going to come together and pass some bills. I don't see it as going, full on crazy. Anyway, I don't know. I like it. Kind of like Mikey. Mikey likes it. Okay. Should we do a card to leave with? How about a work your light card? Work your light, work your light. Okay. So I'm going to pull 3 work your light cards. You can pick a number between 1 and 3. You can do it when I say not now. 1 to 3, and see if it speaks to you. Or you can pick all 3. Or you can turn me off, right? Now. And I'll know. Here we go. 3 cards. 1, 2. 3. Number 1, Lemuria. And this says, creating heaven on earth, it's happening. A lot of times we focus on the negativity of things and we bring that into our existence, into our awareness, into our earth, into our Lemuria. So create heaven. Don't create hell. Create heaven on earth. And that is by staying in the light, staying positive, and not listening to negative Nancy news, which, okay. Number 2, mirror. What is triggering you? A lot of what we do, it goes back to this card here too. A lot of what we do, what we bring into our existence, we create, and we don't even know we're creating it, and we create it. So what's moving us forward? What's that trigger moment? What's the trigger moment for us getting angry? What's the trigger moment for us finding joy? I would look at those because we have a choice. And it's so simple. We can choose to be happy. We can choose to be sad. Have you answered your deepest calling? Number 3, warrior woman. Who picked 3? I'm going to pull a little clarification on this warrior woman. And you can pick between 1 and 3 cards if you pick 3. How do you know what your deepest calling is? Let's get a clue with the cards. 1, 2, 3. How do we know what their deepest calling is? 1, 2, 3. Maybe y'all can figure this out, you 3s. Have you answered your deepest calling? 10 of Swords. What are you learning after you've been stabbed so many times? What do you need to learn from the Phoenix? So how do you rise? How do you stand up? It's not how you fall. It's not how you feel when you get stabbed in the back. It's how you rise up to be the light, be the Phoenix in this devastation time. That is your deepest calling. The devil being tied to an addiction, being chained to something that maybe we think is good, but is not so good. And these chains are easy to take off. So it's self-imposed. So what are we doing? Whoever picked warrior women in number 3, the deepest calling is to get off of these addictions and off of these chains. So whether it's an alcohol addiction, a food addiction, a being right addiction, that's a big one. That's a big one. Keven McCarthy needs to learn that one. And maybe he is. Maybe he's listening, says, I don't need to be right. You know, Mitch McConnell, when both Obama and Biden came out, said, I'm going to do everything I can to make sure this president fails, which I thought was horrific. Horrific. Why would any? But so the addiction of being right. Maybe we're letting go of that. And number 4, answering your deepest calling, 4 of Pentacles. Keeping things too tight, hanging on to things too much, goes back to this, what are you being tied to? This is, you're not chained to it, you're hanging on to it. What do we need to let go of? And it's how we let it go. Just let it slip through our fingers. Giving it, and so not 6 of Pentacles, but when you let go of these 4 of Pentacles, do you let them go with gratitude? Do you let them go like, yeah, you can take this, so it's like a gift? Do you just let them fall? How are you answering your calling of holding on to things too tight? That's all I got. That's all I got for today. All right. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate you all. Have a great day. Peace and love.